What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Witham Family Farm. My name's Jake for those that are new here, and in the last video there we buttoned up what was left as far as brome, and we had a pretty good rain chance going into what would be yesterday, but we got everything buttoned up as far as that last video, and we let it rain, and I got about a ½ inch of rain. So we're gonna have another little window here of some dry weather, so we're going to go after some more hay here. So come along and we'll see how this goes. Well, as you could tell in the video, we come to a stop because went by this mess right here, and we know that there's an old fence throughout here. This is going into Wes's where we're gonna mow, and got an old fence post jammed in here, and it's sticking clear back up into here. Someone must have added to this mess here, because I don't remember that many posts being around here, but there's quite a few posts. So run to the truck and grab a saw and get this thing cut out of here. That's my only hope here, because there's no way of backing everything up easily. So run back to the truck. Well, there's the start of the post, all the way past up in here. I'm gonna try to get a saw right down in here, cut that off, and cut it off on this side if I can. so that got the short waterway that goes into 56 and all the way back here to the bottom part of the same waterway onto Wes's, and the first terrace into the hayfield for Wes's here. It's not all that heavy. It should be dry by tomorrow afternoon, and we should be good to go at raking and baling tomorrow. It's gonna be hot and dry. Of course, later in the afternoon the humidity starts going up, but we should be rolling it up by then, and it'd be plenty dry that I shouldn't worry about it too much. So anyways, I got a ride coming because my wife took my truck to go back to the house to get some supper ready, and I'll pick it up tomorrow. All right, everybody, it is the next day here and back out here in the hayfield, and as you can probably tell, there's some clouds off north and some good thunder head clouds. Supposedly this is all headed our direction, so I'm hoping that I can get everything raked and rolled up before that point that all gets here. So anyways, I'm gonna check the oil in the 7030 and gonna get going. All right, got it all raked and got the tractor parked up on this waterway up out of the way. So I'm gonna walk over through the bean field here and grab the 1070, but first I'm gonna top it off of fuel, and because the last time that we put fuel in it, it didn't quite get filled, so we got fuel now, so I'll top it off and then get around here and start rolling things up. The storm system seems to be moving more directly west than it is anything else, because it hasn't gotten any closer. There is something kind of stirring to the south. I don't know if exactly what's that gonna entail as far as future cast. So if we could get some more rain after we get this rolled up, that would be great, because even with a ½ inch of rain that we got the other day, it's dry out here. It definitely did help the soybeans, but and the corn that is around is pretty much drying up, so the rain didn't help that much. So anyways, I'm gonna walk and pick this up here shortly. All right, same as usual, check the oil in the middle of the safe zone. Alrighty, that does it for us baling this little patch for now. Dad's here mowing some more down. All the rain is way up north. It kind of disappeared and everything kind of south is staying south. So he thinks that we'll probably be able to get this all baled up what he's doing now. As far as what I just rolled up, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 10. So that's a pretty good number for this little patch here, which is probably a little better than last year, even though we burnt this off last spring. But anyways, tried to get to fly my drone, but it's got problems. Go figure on that. Tried to do some more drone footage this year, and now I can't do that. So try to diagnose it and try to figure out what's going on with it. But hopefully I'll be able to get that figured out before the end of hay season here, because a couple of good more days here and we'll be done. So anyways, we'll see what happens here. Alrighty, my dad brought me over to my truck. I could have walked across the field, but free ride, I'm okay with that. He's gonna head to the shop and he's gonna make another piece of wood to keep the chain supported for our reel on the mower, because he's had it come off a couple times. But I'm gonna head and mow some more down while he's doing that. So while he's making a board, while I'm mowing down some more. Not totally sure on how much more we'll get mowed down, but at least another terrace here. It's very light. A lot of dry is already in it, just because there's poor man's grass in it, and that's already been dead and dried for a while. So that field, for whatever reason, has gotten more and more of that here as of lately. So anyways, that's what we're gonna do, and I'll get my truck over towards Wes's here and get started on mowing then. All right, it's the next day here and we are back out here at the hayfield. We ended up mowing all of the rest of Wes's off here last night, and got the 4010 back over to the other prairie patch that's over on Gant's place, and we're just checking the hay right now. We're pretty sure that it's dry. So anyways, we'll see what it looks like down at the bottom where we last part of there of getting done. So anyways, see how wet some of the stems are. Not breaking. It's not cracking. Nothing. You just bend it around. Alright, so hay is a little bit green yet, so we're gonna work on something here in the shop, and this is one of them that we could be working on. If you watched a couple of videos back, had the one of the rings get bent up into the pickup itself. Bent some of the bars in here, so time to try to get this thing apart and see what we can do with it. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get this out of the way, and we're going to start taking all the rings off to be able to get down to the pickup bars themselves. I know Paul Case, he's replaced a whole pickup before. I don't know what all of that involves, but we're going to see what we can do with just replacing the bars. Alright, the camera died here just before we got the last bar out. But got everything out of there. We still need to tear into that side to make sure that there's nothing wrong there. But 3 are definitely bent, as you can tell there. This one is bent that way, that direction. And the 4th one, it's pretty straight. There is a small snake in the center of it, but we need to tear down this side, get into where the rollers go around in the track and see, make sure that nothing's messed up over in there, because we're not totally for sure what may have happened. But this one ring is definitely messed up. So we got 1 ring that's messed up and then 2 pickup teeth that are bent around. For now, we're gonna go check on the hay again and see where that's at right now. All right, we checked hay here and it looks a whole lot better than what it did. So I'm gonna get my truck out from in the middle of the field, and Dad's gonna jump onto the 70-30 and start raking, and I'm gonna finish up this patch here at the top of the first terrace here, and because there's not a full bale here, so get that finished up here, and then by the time he's got a few passes, well, I'll be right over there with the baler on the second terrace. So anyways, that's what we're gonna do now. I tried to work on my drone, so maybe I got it fixed, I'm not so sure. I'll try to hopefully get that up in the air with us both messing around, and we'll see how it goes. So we got everything done here at Wes's. with a grand total of 32 in this year hayfield. So not bad. The very last one I did is all the way up there now, closer to where we stage bales if we're not going to get to them immediately as far as hauling them off. But it darkened up, and supposedly there's some rain, according to my iPhone, on the way in like 12 or 13 minutes, something like that. But I'm going to call the video an end here, and I just want to say thank you if you got to this point, and if you're new and you haven't subscribed, why not? You already got to this point. It's free, doesn't hurt you, and make sure you hit that notification bell. When we put everything new on, it will give you a notification. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. It sure does mean a lot. And as always, we'll see y'all on the next one.